Okay, I've got my purple shirt on, so it must be time for a new video. I attended 3 meetings of the Reeves Task Force over the last few weeks, and the concept of property rights keeps coming up. This concept seems to have 2 meanings, and I've got them written on my screen here, so I'll just read them. I should have the right to sell my property to anyone. And the second meaning is I should have the right to develop my property the way I want. Let me deal with the first one. I should have the right to sell my property to anyone. Everybody in Alberta has this right. That leaves the second. I should have the right to develop my property the way I want. Nobody in Alberta has this right. And I'd like to repeat that. Nobody in Alberta has this right. Nobody can develop land without the explicit or implicit permission of their neighbors. That's why we have building permits. That's why we have development permits. That's why we have area structure plans and municipal development plans. That's why we have land use bylaws. In a way, this isn't fair, but in another way it is. And I'd like to use my personal situation to illustrate 2 reasons why it is. A good portion of the value of my property derives from its proximity to my neighbors. If you don't believe me, pick up my home, drop it into the middle of the Gobi Desert, and see how much it's worth. The short story is, not much. Second, my neighbors contribute to the enabling infrastructure that adds much value to my real property. How much would my home be worth without water, sewer, roads, power, etc.? Again, the answer is not much. For at least these 2 reasons, neighbors should have a say in how their communities develop. And that's how our laws are written. Welcome to civilization. Thanks for listening.